Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be doing bird floor 4. Yesterday we did deer floor 4, today we're doing bird floor 4. Of course, once again with TYR's Relic. So TYR's Relic is just once again really good. If you don't know what it does, it gives basically your whole team a 5% basic stat boost per Ragnarok or Unknown. It gives himself 10% crit chance per Ragnarok or Unknown or applicable ally, as it said. And then also your team gets a 50% damage boost when attacking debuffed enemies, and on top of that, for every 1% HP you lose, you gain an additional 2% crit damage, which is pretty crazy. Of course, that bit only applies to Tyr, but it's still not bad. So, but for the team, we've got Thor with attack crit, we have Tyr with attack crit, we have Lolly Merlin with HP defense, and we have Shion with attack crit. This is just the gear overview. We'll go with the links as well. Attack crit, HP defense. And then for the card set, of course, we are running the card set, which if everyone's the exact same race, so because everyone on this team is unknown, we get a 15% attack-related stat boost, which will be pretty handy. It just means basically a little bit extra crit chance, a little bit extra crit damage, and a little bit extra pierce rate just to help with those sort of skills. But anyway, let's get on with it. In these past few months, you know, these high-end demonic beasts being Bird Floor 4 and Deer Floor 4 and even just Rat Floor 3 have become a joke. So I do expect soon we will see probably like either Floor 4 dogs or a new demonic beast. I would love to see a new demonic beast, but we've already got, how many we got? We got 5 at the moment, so maybe they, you never really know, to be honest. I was just thinking maybe they wouldn't actually release another one. We'll just do this to maximize Shion's damage, because she'll get her crit chance crit damage boost from her passive. Good damage from Tyr, regular damage from Thor, and then of course Shion will do Shion things. Damage cap once again, good, cool. Yeah, Merlin has taken a little bit of damage on floor 3, that's because I put on auto and then didn't realise that I had the passive where it gets reflect up, and of course because this team has no lifesteal, without either can't heal unless we have a debuff and we play 3 single targets, so Tyr's passive cleanses, or I pop Lolly Merlin's ult and then she heals from that, because it gives her HP related stat boost. So what we will do is, we didn't actually get lucky with merges at all. We'll do something along the lines of this, basically just wasting a ton of space. We're just making a ton of space. Go, okay, I don't care if Tyr takes a little bit of damage here. Okay, this is good, because this is exactly what we want. We can do something along the lines of this, and then do that. And we've also now got Thor's ult, which Thor's ult will be able to do damage cap, even though we won't have the buff next turn, which is pretty handy. There we go. Our next turn we can just play all of these skills, and we should have a lot of damage there, which is nice. I don't care if it targets Lolly Merlin, this team's got a lot of bulk to it. And of course, the lower my team gets in health, we get a pierce rate and a damage boost because of Tyr's passive, which is, I believe, what was it called? I was going to say Roar of Time. I was pretty sure that's the thing from Pokemon. There you go, Roar of the Battlefield, that's what it's called. And then we'll just play these 3. To maximize damage, we play Shion at the end, so she'll have her attack related, the crit chance crit damage buff, because it's an amplify skill. Yeah, this damage is crazy. Bear in mind, I think it takes like significantly less damage unless you got the buff. So that's not bad. Remember, we've already taken it to 40%. I will pop her ult because it has no use for next phase, so now I'm just basically waste a bunch of skills, which is fine. That's fine. His shield's tanking really well. All good. There we go. And then we just pop these 3. And I'll move for Thor close to Thor's ult, because Thor's ult is the only ultimate on this team that will actually work for the next phase if I need it to remove an immortality stack. Okay, got another Tyr skill, which is pretty handy. I'm going to play the Tyr skill because I do want the lifesteal back. We'll do something along the lines of this. I'm going to keep the Shion skill just because I don't really want her ultimate at the moment. She can take up hand space. Okay, hit Tyr crit, which is good, and hit damage cap. Merlin didn't crit. It's odd. There you go, there she crits. Okay, Merlin has a really high base crit chance. Her passive gives her attack related stats. She's got Shion that's giving her attack related stats, and of course we've got the card set, which is also giving her attack related stats as well. Thor's attack is 127,000, which is crazy. What's Tyr looking like? 78k is not bad. Bear in mind, once again, Thor increases her own stats by her own all stats by 20% on this team, as well as her, of course, Thunder God Judgment gives her an additional 30% attack related stats. So she has 50% more attack related stats than Tyr, so it's still not bad. And still now, you can see even without the 30%, they're a little bit more closer together. Merlin's kind of low, and Xion has a lot of attack. Bear in mind, her passive is only at, 1,111 out of 100,000. When that maxes out, your entire team gets an additional 10,000 attack, which is crazy, because I think you get about 1,000, or 1 to 1,000 in terms of attack boost. Anyway, on to this phase still. We'll just do this, and I'll play the Xion skills now. I would have liked another Thor skill, just so I could get her ultimate. Well, I hope Xion at least crits one of these, or hopefully the final one. Okay, she hits the first one. Second one. She does cool. Because if you don't crit, he gets a damage increase, and that damage increase is 30%. It doesn't sound like a lot, but bear in mind it can stack up to 3 times, being a 90% damage increase. It can actually be quite noticeable, especially if you're running green characters, because of course he also has type advantage on top of that as well. Going for Disable on Xion, which is actually the best one for me for her to go for a Disable on. So we'll just waste basically all the Xion skills. I'll keep Merlin's ult, just because it may actually be a little bit handy. Okay, we don't need it, so just pop it. It does decent damage, and we don't really need the actual effect of it, which is just a 50% basic stat boost. What we can do now is absolutely nuke it, because the game has given us the wonderful thing of being able to do this. And we'll pop this ult at the end as well, just in case. That just did just under damage cap, which isn't too bad. And we get the death damage from this. Bear in mind, this is just all level 1 skills, by the way, and we nearly killed it. And then we kill with Merlin. But this team's really good. Like, with this base stat boost, is it really noticeable? Only really on the second phase, where your damage is significantly lowered. If your damage wasn't significantly lowered, it would not be noticeable at all, because on Deer it was, right? Because Tyr's damage wasn't anywhere near as good as what it is in here. Because this has got, way less damage reduction, it's got way less everything, basically, compared to Deer, which makes it's kind of harder to tell damage-wise, but I was able to tell in the second phase, the team was putting out significantly more damage. Yes, I got a little bit more lucky with getting Thor's ult, but still, damage was good, and this relic is probably going to be one of the more broken relics. I also want to try it on Nidhogg, because there is a Ragnarok team you can use for Nidhogg, and I want to try it again, because Tyr's relic is really good, and I really want to try it out, and then I also want to try out Lance's relic as well on a few pieces of content. And yeah, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.